What's the deal? Having been watching CJ for a bit, I have to say, I have a few questions. This would probably be much faster to do as a simple text document, but hey, you know, we're all about the whole video culture these days, so let's go with that. ZJ says that mirroring, remixing and reuse are okay, so I'll use a few ZJ clips. This is what prompted me to make this little video.
Going into my third year on YouTube, I've noticed that people have gotten some interesting ideas about who I am, what my deal is, what kind of person I am, and so on.
The thing is, you're actually quite vague about a lot of things. If people are confused, it is surely because of confusion that you yourself have created. Even in this so-called clarification, you really don't actually clarify very much. Let's see what you do actually clarify.
And while it's been really fun to watch, at this point I think I ought to clarify a few things. First of all, I'm not transgender. Yes, I know that might be ruining the mystery, but I'm just not.
This is literally all you have said about your identity here. You have told us one thing that you claim to not be. You could say, I'm a guy. Or, I'm a gay man. Or, what I'm doing here is a drag performance, but you don't tell us what it is, only what it's not. And, even there, you're wrong. Transgender is an inclusive umbrella term that includes cross-dressers, transvestites and genderqueer people. You have described yourself in the past as an executive transvestite, and labeled yourself as genderqueer. So whether you like it or not, by some definitions, you are under the transgender umbrella.
I don't plan on transitioning because I don't feel the need to. That's just not who I am.
Transgender identity isn't defined by your future plans. Plenty of transgender people, even some transsexual people, never transition. And even here, you've left yourself quite a lot of wiggle room. You say that you don't plan to transition because you don't need to. You could have made a stronger statement. You could have said that you're never going to transition because you have absolutely no desire to. You could say, you have never considered yourself a woman or wished that you could be one. You could say that nothing is going to make you want to be a woman. Could anything make you want to be a woman? Well, at least you never think of yourself as a woman, right?
It seems like any time a woman dares to be outspoken about, well, anything, there's always someone there to call her a bitch. Oh, I'm sorry, should we just pipe down and let you do the talking? Women are people, and even if you treat us that badly...
So, you speak about women, and you use we and us, including yourself. So, at the very least you're sending some mixed messages. You might say that what you said there wasn't an honest reflection of how you feel, but it looks fairly honest to me. But then,
people like you who make me want to be a woman, because I sure as hell wouldn't want to be you. By the way, thank you for letting me know that I have no boobs. I really hadn't noticed. I'm sorry, I guess nobody informed me that I have to be a fucking supermodel. I'll get right on that. Really.
Maybe you will. It might seem unlikely now, but you're not really very good when it comes to predicting your own future, are you? If we could have past you, from 3 years ago, talk to current you, it might be an interesting conversation. I don't think you ever would have imagined how far you might come. Yet, in the things you said, and didn't say, there were hints.
Most of them have better hair than I do. I would love it if my hair was like that. There's the shampoo, conditioner, detangler, heat protector, hair straightener, all of that. And it's worth it, it just takes some time. I actually think it's quite nice. There are some guys out there who actually do look like women. This isn't difficult, people. Attractive women, even. Since when is it my job to look nice for you? Believe me, I am not one of them.
So, when you say,
I don't plan on transitioning because I don't feel the need to. That's just not who I am.
Forgive your viewers if they don't completely trust your ability to predict what you will do. And what is transition anyway? Many people would describe it as a process of change, from one gender presentation to another, and when that makes you feel like you're finding the real you. I think you know something about that, don't you? Here's your post on Reddit, where you said, I think I'm better off for it. I feel almost more complete now. More like myself, and you posted some pictures, so let's take a look. I think you can see why this thread was called, Have You Gone Through Physical Transformation? Because you really have transformed quite a bit. It's quite a, what should we say, transition? What was it you said? I feel almost more complete now. More like myself. But you're not transgendered. You're not just trying to please your YouTube fans, right?
You really think I'm trying to be attractive to you? To you? Who the fuck are you? And what makes you think you're that important? Get a fucking grip.
And I don't think you've ever really explained why you went from blogging and posting as ZJ with the site mtv.com to posting and blogging as Zinnia Jones on zinniajones.com. And what about your MySpace site, where you actually list yourself as female? It does seem like you enjoy being perceived as female. Should you really be surprised if people think that means something about your identity? If you think it doesn't, who is fooling whom?
Am I a boy or a girl? The answer is it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me, and it shouldn't matter to you.
It doesn't matter to me. But I think that given the effort you go to, how you are perceived does matter a lot to you. And it can't help but be tied into your identity. Maybe this is it. This is as far as you'll go. And that's fine, there is nothing wrong with that. But even if you're just a gay guy cross-dressing for no apparent reason at all, that still puts you under the transgender umbrella. And I still doubt that you yourself know just where your Zinnia Jones persona is going. We'll see, I guess. I can wait.